So, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato.
Dawn of a new month, indeed. Holy shit, thank you so much, Phil. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Ah! Oh, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. How you doing? The bot is up and running. We has a little bit of a problem with the shout out. Although I think I have shout out on a it might be on a cooldown. Let's see. Actually, a fair point. Is there going to be important functions working except cooldowns? Let's see here. Let's go to CatCam. Let's go to CatCam while I explore what I have set up for Streamlabs, that thing that I still use. Oh yeah, global cooldown is at 10 seconds. Can possibly tune that down to 5. Do like that. Toby heard that there was a stream going and he wanted to be on camera. You say hello to everybody? Hello, Guitar. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome back to the lab. How you doing, mate? Yes, hello, buddy. This is Toby. For anybody that don't know, this is Toby. He's a little bit of a sock puppet. Because he jumps up. He knows every time that he jumps up, he's gonna get picked up. He's gonna get messed with. And he still does it. Yeah. He still fights it though. Yoink. Get that back up like that. This looks a little crooked. Who knows? Who knows why? All right. So after Saturday's struggle, we'll call it, the bot is looking, or at least the bot's repository is looking strange. Looks more like he pretends to fight it. Yeah. This struggle is real. The struggle is real for a Toby. Little boy's gonna become a radioactive kitty on the 16th, though. Yeah. He has, oh, hello, Thunder. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. How you doing, mate? Toby got diagnosed with hyperthyroidism this past week, which helped a good bit for my nerves because we thought it was something much worse, but it's hyperthyroidism, which explains why he's gotten so skinny. Toby used to be fat cat. Like, Toby used to be the fat cat of the house. Now he's the skinniest cat, including in comparison to the 1-year-old, like the 1-year-old kitty. Damn. So, but he got diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. So I'm taking him to get a procedure. It's a radiotherapy, basically. Basically, he gets injected with radioactive iodine. So he becomes a nuclear cat. And apparently that means it means nothing for the other cats. And I quote, this is what they told me yesterday. The levels of radioactivity in the cat do vary, depending on each cat and how the isotope reacts to them. But for the most part, the concern is not so much for the other cats because they don't usually live long enough to see symptoms. The concern is for me. So basically, I'm gonna have a radioactive life form walking around the house for, a little while. And apparently that means that I have to be very, very, very careful. He's just looking up at me like, what? It's okay, buddy. It's worth it. It's worth it to make the buddy feel better. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to kick you off. Say bye. He's such a good boy. I'm such a good boy. Meanwhile, his sisters, I have no idea where they are. Alrighty. So, quick housekeeping items for everybody in terms of the stream and so forth. I might try to push this, at least I like the idea of this kind of midweek stream, but I might push it to Wednesday. So instead of Tuesday mornings, I'm thinking of Wednesday mornings. Tuesday mornings are a little interesting, and I have a hard stop for the stream today at, let me double check, I think it was 9 o'clock. Was it 9 o'clock? It was 9 o'clock. Since 9 o'clock is, I have some things that are, I have some things for work that start at about 9 o'clock. So, but in general, Wednesdays work a little bit better. So I will probably push this stream, this concept of a stream, to Wednesday mornings. So we'll have Wednesday morning and Saturday morning. So that's the first thing. Number two is that I will pull this out in the Discord to see what everybody thinks. Yes, Phil, it is 7:24 at the moment in the morning. 7:24 in the morning. I will poll out to everybody to see what you think. Do you want to work on the bot and basically just work on the bot day in and day out until completion, which is perfectly fine with me? Or do we want to look at another project for one of those days? So maybe Wednesdays is something else, and then Saturdays is the bot. You guys tell me. So, I will do this as a to-do. Doink. Just making notes for myself so that I don't mess this up. Move stream to Wednesday. Move stream to Wednesday and all for Wednesday project. There we go. Feel with the feature request. Coin throw for the bot. Tell me more. I got a command that flips a coin. Let me see here. Let me get the code screen up. Get the Twello bot. The Twello. Let's see here. Feature request. Coin toss? Coin throw. Yoink. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, so let's see here. We got ourselves a feature request for coin throw. What you want it to do, Phil? Do you want it to do coin? Toss a coin? Toss a coin to your Witcher? Oh, Valley of Plenty? Oh, right. Toss a toy. Toy? You're toy. You're toy now. Mwah. Toss a Toby to the camera. Oh, viewers of Medge Labs. Oh, viewers of Medge Labs. Oh. Yeah? No. He is not about that. No. You don't want to be a Toss a Toby? That's okay. It could also be like a random number generation for whatever range you want. Can't decide between the options you gave, which usually I'd use a coin for. Gotcha. Okay. Yoink. Bring that up here. Okay. Feature, request, recorded. It's the stare down of the century. 2 feature requests left, so why not use one? You know? Damn. That's pretty good. Oh, the pull requests are already rolling in. My dog, it is 7:30 in the morning. Who the hell is working right now? All right. Oh, Toby. Nope. Can't have you standing there, buddy. The last time he was standing up there, he decided to jump, and he jumped and he fell, and it made me cry. It was the saddest thing. All right. Let's see here. So, how do we want to do? Actually, this is a fair question. How would we do that? I need config YAML. I guess technically because that is code oriented, we may just put that into the handler itself instead of it being something like that. I was pausing for a second because I was trying to think of how we would do the random generation part, since from a templating perspective, we do have mustache templates, so I would imagine we could do that. Either that, or we could just come into the oldie command handler. We could just do something like if the strings.has prefix contains coin, and we could do, oh, let's see here, random. Which one is the random? Not random. Be rand. Well, we have rand, but what else do we have? We have crypto rand, we have math rand. I don't really need it to be that big, I don't think. Let's do a random integer, non-negative pseudo random integer. Hail Hydra. I don't know what you're talking about. And then I'm imagining that this is requesting definition file. There it is. A non-negative pseudo-random integer between what ranges? Because I'm used to doing things like 1 plus rand.int %2. Let's see here. So we could do side equals. This will basically, but give me a number between 1 and 2. And then we can do, I have to admit, this is where I kind of miss having the Pythonic option of heads if side equals 1, else tails. That's a pretty handy it's a pretty handy feature, Python, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. So if side equals 1, else and then we'll do a bot.send message. And yes, I haven't assigned those strings to anything, but I will do that here in just a second. In fact, you know, why complicate it? That formatting. I think my editor heard me say Python and it was like, Python indent. Alrighty. Field feature request. Coin throw. Let's see. Yoink. Alright, Fuel. Give it a go, would ya? I should also write a test for it, let's be real. Let's see here. Command. Okay, not so bad. Now this is the fun part. How does one test a random command? Let's see here. Commands prefix. Let's do yoink. Yeah, we'll keep the valid events. So test coin throw. Get rid of that. Hey, no Tilly. Oh my goodness. Tilly, come here. Say hi to the stream. Wow. Here's the new fat girl. Hello, fat girl. Rigged? Yeah, it might be a little rigged. You are such a fat girl. I know y'all can't see that because she's kind of hiding, but she's the fat girl now. Fat girl. She's also the banshee because she loves to scream. She loves to scream. Let's see. Coin. Oh dear. Coin. Oh, there it is. All right. We got a tails. We're okay. We're okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. The rough distribution of 50-50. All right, let's see here. We don't need that. We keep that. Coin. So now what we should do, instead of this, I think we should have var responses as a slice of bot.event. Or, well, actually, we've got yeah, no, we're gonna need that. And we don't need bot.event. I think we just need a collection of events. And then we will want to do we'll want to append all right, responses equals append. And so what we'll want to do here is for I is equal to 0, I is less than, although we could do a, I guess we could do a range. Does Go have an easy way of doing a range? Golang for loop range int? Yeah, just the normal for loop. Okay. Always checked. RNGesus doesn't like tails. Huh. You provoked RNGesus, Phil. Let's do I is less than 100. Why not? Surely. There will be heads and tails at some point. It's always fun to watch RNG.
Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing.
Well, thank you, Phil. Thank you for gifting a sub to guitar. And I just realized that that worked, this worked, but this here alert box not working. After we went broke for the scam train yesterday. Oh, I heard about said scam train. That was so sweet. Oh, let's see here. What do we have right now? We got ding, 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 ding. That's all good. So how would we how do we check this? Oh, thank you, guitar. Thank you for the 10 hours of research. Thank you for gifting 10 hours of research in the span of 10 seconds. You have broken the space-time continuum, or you're in a hyperbolic time chamber. One or the other. I kind of like the idea of a hyperbolic time chamber, personally. Just jump into a pod, manage to get 10 hours of research, come out, and it's been 10 seconds. God, how would we as a society jump forward if we had a hyperbolic time chamber? Or would we? Would we have all this extra time available to us? And we just use it to play more Fortnite. Then come back out. Basically, lunch becomes like 10 years of do whatever the hell you want, jump out of the chamber and be like, all right, back to work. How do you even remember what you were doing? Magic. What do we want to do here? Do we have anything? Index any? No. No. No, not particularly. Okay, so we'll just do this the double 4-way. So for EBT equals to range events, or I should event to range events. We'll need heads equals 0, tails equals 0. If event dot what is it? Is it event dot message? Else if event dot message equals tails, tails plus equals 1. Else t dot fatal unknown coin flip result. %s event dot message. Because if we get something other than heads or tails, we have broken the coin concept. Oh, they actually want me to use plus plus. Oh, that makes my C-brain happy. Do like that. So actually we want to do underscore event equals range. Oh, no, not events, responses. There we go. I think we'll just get to the point where people just wasted time. Do you get Wi-Fi in the chamber? Ooh. Ooh. That's a very good question. If you don't get Wi-Fi in the chamber, that's a problem. That's a very big problem. At that point, I feel like people would just come out jacked as all hell. Maybe. It's like, do you have Wi-Fi in the chamber? How do you get food in the chamber? I don't recall ever, well, actually, no, I guess they did answer that question at some point during the show, right? It's like open up a capsule and there's a giant three-course meal. Where's that technology? To hell with this Twitch bot. Where's the little capsule that you put into a machine and it turns into a turkey dinner? That's efficiency. And I feel like that's also a very good case for a doomsday prepper. Except for the part where in doomsday you lose electricity and therefore you don't get you don't have that machine. And so if you don't have that machine, you can't turn the pill into the meal. So if you bite the pill, does it just like taste like? We're getting a little too far into this world, but like, what if? Capsule Corp, get to work. Yes, please. Let's see here. That's what we want to do. So if heads less than 10, t dot fatal f oddly distributed amount of heads flips. Normally, I wouldn't recommend writing tests like this. Just saying. This is literally just me going, this seems reasonable. But writing tests against randomness, yeah. Just strange to me. Let's see here. If you bite the pill, does the entire turkey dinner explode in your mouth? Oh, that'd be scary. That all of a sudden a turkey just goes, brr. Ooh, dental bills in the future are gonna be a jerk. I kind of like the idea that it's kind of like the little tofu squares that tasted like a full 3-course meal. I can't remember if that was a thing or not. if I read that as a kid properly. I thought I saw that there was a square. There was a tofu square. Oh no, sorry. The tofu square, I think was like all the nutrients that a human being needed for a day. It was in just this tiny little tofu square. So that's great and all, but I'm still hungry. So I get all the nutrients that I need, and then I pile on more nutrients because I'm still hungry, so I go and eat cake. Give me that little tofu square that tastes like cake, then we'll start talking. Jaw unhinged. Clink. Let's just run the damn test. Term. Let's see here. Make test. How we looking? How we looking? How we looking? Not bad. I can't see it. That does take a long time. Why does that take a long time? Also, yes, our coverage is shit. Just saying. Poor little MacBook, the Mac Mini here. 56% on that? Need to try harder, Mac Mini. Ah, damn. Okay, well. 6 heads, 2 tails. Something about that seems a little oddly distributed. Doesn't it? Oh, there they are. There. So that's seven heads, 5 tails. It's close. I mean, mind you, we're talking about a sample set of less than 5,000, so. Huh. I am kind of curious as to why. Oh, well, I guess I would have to go through. Although, yeah. Yeah, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's actually not that bad. Yeah, okay. So let's do feature coin toss and why's my go mod? Oh, right, because I upgraded. So let's do a git add bot command handler test. Rofi2k, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the lab. How you doing? We are enjoying the wonders of random coin tosses and trying to test them. So that should be everything. So let's do a git commit. Coin throw plus test. Nope. Git push origin feature coin toss. GPOCB, git push origin current branch. And yet, no matter how many times I try, I cannot figure out why that command is getting a username to begin with, but why it's getting the username K. They might see a K in that branch name? I don't. I'm doing great, thank you. Just getting a, let's see here, whoops. Forgot to put feature request in there. Boop. Coin toss. Oh, sorry. I broke the rules. I broke the rules of Agile. Whoopsie. I moved a ticket to done before the code had been merged. My bad. Technically speaking, I've been breaking all kinds of rules of Agile at this point. Math.rand, strings, test coin throw. That is a lot of code for... Well, I mean, it's a lot of code, but it's not a lot of code overhead, all things considered. I saw an article, I think it was on Hacker News not too long ago, news.ycombinator.com, by the way, not actually Hacker News, that was talking about Go is not a simple language. And the TLDR of the article was that Go has a very simple syntax, but to actually do anything useful is not simple. It's like, well, yeah. I don't know if there's any language where doing anything useful is simple. Code doesn't really translate to the real world very easily. That's why we exist. I don't know. It was that interesting. I always love to read other perspectives about languages that I love, because it does kind of give me that pausing moment of, okay, that's a fair assessment. Is there a way to make it better? In the case of Go, is there a way to make Go better, if you will, such that the language is easier to use? I don't know. I'm also one of those people that just accepted a long time ago that programming is hard. So I enjoy it being hard. Makes the brain work. All right. Anybody want to block this pull request? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, the bot is gonna start throwing coins at users. I feel like I could have made this a little more interesting. You know what? It's like, oh yeah, this code that is totally not merged right now, but it's in production. What if we made this a little more interesting? What if I'm trying to think of how I would want to make this more interesting than just heads and tails. What if it was more like... Let me bring that back down. Do like this. So result equals empty string. And then result. Oh, too far. Went too far. Went too far. Went too far. There we go. Oh. Bot.send message fmt.sprintf and we'll say at %s flipped %s, something like that. So is it EVT? Yeah. EVT.sender. Thinking, sorry, I just kind of went like full quiet there. Undeclared name. Quick fix that, please. Oh, thank you. I was thinking of what if that What if that message got lost? You would at least have some type of a beacon say, hey, person that flipped the coin, you flipped heads, you flipped tails. Minor challenge, though, is that now this has changed, which means that the test has changed. But while I'm fixing the test, I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. Boop. Fuel flipped heads. Is there a better way to word that? I don't know why that made my brain... When I was writing it, it sounded normal. Reading it back doesn't sound as normal. Now we're at 9 to 5. Yeah, we probably just need to... I mean, we do 100 coin flips. That should be roughly 50-50, right? Also, yes, I'm purposefully not doing math. Shall we just print out on the test? Yeah, let's print out on the test. Why not? Why not? Command handler test. So here, I think we can do vt dot if strings that has suffix. Oops, to that. Yoink. Yo. Change that to tails. Now this will probably break. Just saying. So let's do a fmt dot. Where does t have a Yeah, it does. Okay. T dot log f. Heads. Tails. Heads. Tails. That. Okay. All right. Let's see what we get. All right. Have to do. Oh, we got a failure. Where's the failure? Failure on bot. I thought I did a thing. Thought I changed that. Bert. Whoa. I recall now why I didn't do a thing. Damn. Oh yeah, we still need to fix this. So if anybody's ever wondered what bytes look like, they look like that. Woof. No worries, Fuel. Thank you so much for the lurk. Woof, we need to clean that up. I could have sworn that I cleaned that up. Oh, test coin throw. Unknown. Ah. Medge Labs flipped heads. Interesting, but I thought that's what test has suffix would fix. Okay. So for some reason the byte strings are still happening. Don't know why. Pub sub is also doing a thing. That is disgusting. But yeah, I remember now why I didn't turn on verbose mode on tests. Woof. Yes, hello. As suffix tests whether the string s ends with the suffix. I know I did it wrong, but how did I do it wrong? That's the question. Command handler. Yeah. If strings.has suffix evt.message heads, that's plus plus. That has suffix evt.message tails, tails plus plus. It's fatal. I don't know why that would be. Time is it? 8:03. Cool. All right. This is what I mean, by the way, in terms of things that are relatively difficult to test, and yet we're testing that we got the string. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Well, I want how do I do this? Let's see here. Go test specific test. Never remember how to do that. Double dash run. Right. Dash run. This would be test coin throw, I think is what we called it. That's a very interesting. I don't think we have to do a strings.trim on that. Do I? No. Yeah, I shouldn't have to do a trim on that. I mean, if I need to, I will. Maybe we just make it a strings.contains. Instead of a, oh, this should be in this very specific spot. Nah, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that's some bullshit. You change One tiny little thing. And the test goes boom. That's a little silly. And yes, this is actually what happens. You're like, oh, this'll be fine. This change? Yeah, no, that'll be perfectly fine. It'll take me like 2 seconds. Change does take you 2 seconds. Takes you 5 hours to change the test. That is actually perplexing me. I'm not entirely sure why. T s printf %s flipped %s evt result evt.message heads. Was this working before? I'm pretty sure it was. You know what? Just for the hell of it, let's change this. Go test. Oddly distributed amount of heads flips. Yeah, that is really weird. I'm not entirely sure why strings.contains wouldn't be able to okay, what's happening? That's actually kind of bothering me a little bit. Strings.contains string substring. T.logf evt.message T.logf strings.contains evt.message heads. Oh, right. Yeah. What is it? %B? No. What is bool? Let's see here. Golang printf bool. %T. Why T? Why not B? What is B? Oh, B is a base 2 integer. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Go test. Huh? Oh, what's that? Oh, hang on. What's happening here? Now that's different. Okay. So it seems like oh, so I may not be looking at the right thing. Let's see here. Command handler test. Yeah, okay. Okay. You would think though that wouldn't include the chat messages that are being sent. If I send bot.events, if I send an event to bot.events, okay, let's see here. Response equals checker.events fmt.sprintf, or not sprintf, this would just be printf. Response this would actually be %v, and then this would become resp. So it seems like I'm sending off the event and then it's immediately getting captured, which makes no sense because we're putting an event onto bot events. Bot events is supposed to be sending that to the command handler. And then the command handler is supposed to be responding with the result. And then that result is what should be coming back to checker.events, which took me a moment to remember. We've set the bot's chat client as this checker, which is really just a test client. So test client shouldn't be getting coin. Hey chat. I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up. La la la. Yeah, I fucked up. Okay, so what happened there? Okay, so notice that here, this is called EVT. Shorthand for event. Down here, I was referencing EVT, which is why in this realm, EVT was getting hash coin. I was comparing the wrong thing. So Go was doing what it was supposed to do. The programming language is always doing what it's told to do, because that's what computers do. They do exactly what they're told to do and nothing more. Double facepalm. double freaking facepalm. To prevent that from happening, what I probably should have done is that way down here, if I tried to do evt.message, it wouldn't be able to reach it. All right. Well, so that's a thing. Remember how I said that I would show all my shame? There you go. Say if it's less than, well, nah, we'll just do this. So make, not make test, but go test dash v dash run. Okay, so we got 4357. Oh, right, it's a cached run. How do I prevent the cached run? Go test, no cache. Dash count equals 1? That's... I got nothing. But there you go, Fuel. It is roughly distributed, it would seem. By the way, yes, that was roughly an hour. About, call it, what, 3 minutes, 2 minutes to actually write the code? And another 57 minutes to write the test and debug it. Huh. Software development, everybody. I love it. I can't lie. I would not have it literally any other way. Oh yeah, we got some outliers at times. Ooh. It really is guitar. It really is. But it's so rewarding. I don't know what it is. There's just something so rewarding about it. Like, tests are a pain in the ass, but then tests have also saved my ass. So it's a balance. It's always a balance. Let's see here. Git commit. Make the coin toss message reference the sender. Why not? That way it's a little more interesting than just a heads tails. And it also tags the user that originally sent it, so you know, oh, this was my coin toss. And kind of go from there. Refresh. All right. Perfect. Oh boy. Code is grueling. Let me put this up here for just a second. Just double checking that is indeed the thing that I think it is. Indeed it is. Perfect. All right, so we can take that off now. All right. This is still in progress. Hello? I was gonna say. Shenanigans. Squash and merge. Boop. Yeah. Coin throw plus test. Boop. Merged. We have done a thing. We have done a feature. Yoink. Oh boy. That was very representative of real world development, sadly. Get checkout main, get pull. That's all up to date. Let's go ahead and add the go.mod, get commit up to go 1.16. The weird thing is that I'm not entirely sure. Get push origin current branch. Ah, yes. Get rev parse short head. Pretty sure that's what I did to fix that. Oh, right. Hang on. Get branch. Is it get branch short? No. Show current? That's the one. That's the one. So we don't need rev parse. We actually need get branch show. Whoops. Current. This was a an optimization, if you will, an alias that actually our VP at the company that I work at right now introduced me to. But the alias I think was written before get branch show current was a thing. So basically what this does is it does a get push origin to the branch that you are currently on. And go and get prior to a particular version. I can't remember which version it was, but this is when that alias was written, didn't have this show current. So now if I do get push origin current branch, it knows, oh, I'm on branch, so I'm gonna push to branch. It's a shortcut. I like it. I like it. So now this should be updated up to go 1.16. Fantabamundo. And now we're back to persistable, which persistable. Oh, right. Get add ledger persistable. Let's see here. Get commit amend. Get push -f origin main. I'm gonna overwrite what I just did. You should absolutely not do that normally. Yeah, there we go. The only change that we had made was the one code file that was using IOUtil. Time is now 8:26. Okay. All right. So that brings us back to persistable. Oh, ouch. That was an interesting crack. So, for anybody that hasn't been around for the last couple of streams, so what we are currently poking away at the moment is this idea of a persistent metric store, or really just a persistent key value store is kind of what it's devolved to. And in fact, I'm going to bot features. I'm going to make it generic. I'm going to choose to make it generic. Persistent KV store, persistent key value store for bot features. So what we currently have at the moment, so we actually have a couple of contenders. Number one, we have this metric store. And metric store was the initial idea for how do I represent viewer metrics? Last bits, last sub, yada yada. And this is currently just an in-memory version. So I'm actually kind of surprised. Does the last sub not show? It sure doesn't. Cool, so that's not working. Yay. Oh, right, because I reset it. So much face palming on a Tuesday. So metric store, very, very specific use case. Give me on a particular key, so last sub, last bit, yada yada, I'm going to store a metric. And a metric is a metric name and an amount. Very specific. And it works, or at least it did work. What we could do for some features is we could just make a new persistable metric store. Very, very similar to what we did with the ledger persistable. And we could call it a day. But on the other side, though, inside of the ledger, is persistable. Persistable, it's kind of like a half persistent cache. Kinda. And what this does is it has the in-memory representation, but it also has the option to persist it to a file. And it's very file specific. So like line separator, field separator, OS file, it's very file oriented. Entries are okay. Okay, I mean, in the sense that they're expected to be strings. So if we wanted to store something more complex, then we would need to stringify it before we write it, is kind of the challenge. Which we could enforce on consumers of persistable. And that's where I kind of left off from last stream. Last stream I was trying to think of, does it make sense for us to make the metric store persistent and then just use that for a bunch of the other features that we have? Or does it make more sense to turn persistable into something more generically usable? Which I think the only thing that we needed to do for that was to remove expiration. Or at least to add the option to toggle key expiration. For example, we wouldn't want to expire the last sub entry. We would want that to stay around until a new sub came about. So it's kind of a thing. My gut was telling me to make persistable more generic. Because persistable's pretty freaking good in terms of just its capabilities as of right now. I think I want to go with persistable, or at least I want to go with making persistable a bit easier to use. Yeah. So let's do that for the remaining 15 minutes or so. Let's see how far we get with persistable. And probably one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to change this from persistable ledger to persistable cache. And what I would like to do... I would also like to make that a... And we'll deal with that optimization in a little bit. Indices. Yeah, well. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Expiration. So backed by a file if persistent. Key expiration enabled by setting an expiration greater than 0. Disabled if less than equal to 0. Proper grammar. Righty. Entry represents entries in the cache. I'm just fixing some of these. If you see this little yellow double dash next to the line, that's ale. Ale is my my linter, and ale is like, hey, this is a problem. It's not a problem. It's just not linted properly. Get rid of all them code dust bunnies. So key expiration seconds in 64. Okay. So get and put are fine, I think. Line stays the same. Expired. Okay, so if L dot expiration is less than or equal to 0, return false. Pretty much. So if expiration is not set, all keys are considered active. We could move this up into here, but I feel like encapsulating it inside of expired I think that makes more sense. Also, why is my window so small? It needs to be like that. Expired checks if the given key's time span is beyond the expiration threshold. Always returns false if an expiration is not set. Now, anywhere else that we are doing expiration checks, Rehydrate reads the given file. Lines.split. Expiration time. I feel like this needs to be... I feel like this needs to use expired. Yeah, so if expired, TS, continue. So, this would be, L.expired. L.expired, continue. That way we reuse the same logic. Otherwise, it's a valid entry. Add it to the cache. And then that's just flush cache, which is good. There's... Hang on a minute. Wouldn't this just be key value? Or key entry? Ooh, okay. So flush cache. Flush cache. Yes. Yes. This needs to be a thing. There's a red dot on my temple? Yeah, that's the, there we go. Ying. That's the sniper. It's the joy of having a very, very bright, mute button. That didn't do shit. Yeah, that didn't do shit. Yeah. They're kind of an overachiever, to be honest. They're really chasing that promotion right now. Anyway. That's all right. If they deem that it's my time to go, I mean, can I at least get the bot running? Like, can that be a thing? Can I get the bot running and then you shoot me? Appreciate you. Okay. So what is... Okay. Sorry, chat. I was confusing myself. It's not actually doing what I thought it was doing. It's actually deferring to L.line. Okay. That is kind of hard to read. It might be because of, change within this. This we need to be byte of line. It probably was because I had the, I had it as username timestamp, which was the old value, what it used to be, instead of just the generic key value. So that should be okay. What did the test say about the heads, tails percentages? They were roughly evenly distributed, which I can show that here in just a moment. Username, TS is all over the place, so that's fine. Entry line size declares how entries are written to the file. Don't use all caps in Go names, use camel case. I don't recall that being a lint rule, but go test, do the coin throw toss. There we go. 43.57, 50.50, 44.56. So yeah, they're roughly distributed. Except for that, but I mean, there's got to be an anomaly somewhere, right? But yeah. I'm also curious because I didn't I never seeded math.random. Hold a thought. Persistable is an in-memory cache backed by a blah. Key expiration is enabled by setting expiration greater than 0, disabled if less than 0. Entry represents entries in the cache. New file ledger, that's just a common update. Expired checks if the given key's timestamp is beyond the threshold. Always returns false if an expiration is not set. All keys are considered active. That now uses expired instead of doing the math itself. And key val line equals l.line, ledger.write, white line. Okay. So let's see here. Make persistables key expiration toggleable. George and current branch. And then we're going to come into the command handler. And there's things. Oh, hang on. Aha. I am running stand-up this morning. Woo! All right. This needs to be seeded. Time.now.unix nano. Sure. So Fiol, I forgot to seed the random generator. Therefore, it was always producing the same results. So we were basically flipping on a pre-existing table. That looks relatively good. So the first one was 42.58. Now it's 47.53. Okay. We have solved that minor problem. Get status. Get add. Get commit. Must seed random number generator. For science. Try that on for size. Heads, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails. Damn. Damn. All right. With the last couple of minutes that I have, even though I technically went outside of that, I am going to make this. I think I'm going to change the name of Ledger. And I think I want to rename this to just a cache. So if we have that, now what are you complaining about? So now this needs to be new cache. Oops. Yes. And this needs to be cache. Yeah, we're gonna change that file name, I think. This is going to become cache type. So that means I need to go into config YAML and this becomes cache type. Sweet. We got ledger. Rename this for cache. Like so. Okay. I recommend the explanation for the new Wind Waker tool for the Sploosh Kaboom game. Huh? Oh, I don't think so, no. I'm curious, though. Because I see Zelda and I go, hmm. Oh, speaking of Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Zelda. She's ignoring me. But that's okay. Rip grep, ledger. See any other entries of ledger anywhere? To that. Rename this to cache. cool. We're literally just renaming ledger to cash everywhere that we use it. Ledger.new cache. Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, ledger factory. This is not ledger type, this is cache type. This is cache expiration time. Very good. And this is cache file. Oops. And just for the concept, the reason that I'm renaming it from ledger to cache is that ledger has a very specific meaning in accounting that confuses the crap out of people, apparently. And technically, this is not really acting as a ledger. It's literally just acting as a it's acting as a cache. It is a cache. So if it is a cache, call it what it is. Yeah, okay. Oof. It's gonna be annoying. Okay. There's the battleships game in Wind Waker, and the speedrunning community found out that Wind Waker runs on a set random value. Oh. Huh. You know, it's really easy to forget that random number generators need to be seeded. And to be fair, to the people that write them, like, number one, writing random number generators is hard as shit. And number two, there is a case for it not being truly random. For example, in tests. Do like that. There are actually a number of people that when it comes to things that are random, in tests they won't seed them. So they'll seed it with, say, 42, they'll run the test, grab those results, and then they'll plop those results into the test as expected results. Now, opinions and such aside about writing such tests, meh, whatever, but... Exactly. As a casual, you have no idea. And honestly, being a casual, exactly probably why they said, you know what, screw it. Let's see here. I will be running Sam today. Okay. I'm getting pings for work, so I want to make sure I'm up to date. Okay, that's all good. Sweet. All right. They get the game. They're already, I think, more than 1 million random values in. Damn. Huh. Yeah, at that point, like, the fact that anybody even recognized that is fantastic, but damn. That's pretty wild. Not gonna lie. Okay, so let's rename this to persist target, I guess. Yeah, something like that. All right, so ledger. Rename this to file. Now, why? Oh, so that was wrong. Okay, that's fun. That's very fun. So that was actually using the wrong value, which is a big ol' no. Yeah, that makes me wonder how much of this is about to die. Failed to persist key. Yeah, something like that. Tool generates a heat map of where the ships are most likely to board on the board according to every information you can give it. There's probably some very technical explanation on YouTube and simplified. Yes. That is... Damn. It just the speedrunning community... The speedrunning community as a whole is just a fantastic... it's just amazing what they are able to do. I approve on so many levels. Let's see here. Read cache persistence. They are the things that they can do is just incredible. And I love it. Flush cache called for a nil cache. All right. Oh, rewrite state to the cache. There we go. All right, we've made it generic. It is now 9 a.m., so that means that I need to take off. I need to go to work. So let's get this. Oh, Ledger Factory, save that, get status, get add. Let's see here. Is there anything in here that we would not want to persist? That's all good. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. We done broke the config. Whoops. Thank y'all for joining. That was this was awesome. Let's see here. Greeter.enabled, greeter.cache.expiration time. Where else is there a ledger? Cache type. Yep, so that's all good. Vim config.yaml. Cache type is this, and then this should be cache. And I think my greeter is the only one that was enabled. Yes, indeed. Perfect. Feel like we can probably get rid of these at this point. Yeah, we can go ahead and get rid of these. Alrighty. So greeter, cache, expiration time, 12 hours. Do the thing. Do the thing. Double check the get diff. So that's all good. Cache type, ledger's now cache. Those got removed. Cache returns the desired cache type, which should match ledger. Cash expiration time. That should all be good. As far as I can tell. Yeah. I think that all looks good to me. One more test, just to make sure everything is okay. Is everything okay? We got no failures. That's still working. Fiol, would you mind throwing a message in the chat just to make sure the cache is not completely busted? It's still in ledger.txt, but we can fix that once, yeah. Rename ledger to cache. Perfect. Hello, really, Frank. I am so sorry. You just caught us as we were exiting. But at least it's working. Holy shit. Oh, man. That was an interesting time. Yeah, Cthulhu or something like this. I love that just works. It's like you can include the command at the front and then you can type whatever you want after it. All right, everybody. Well, that does it for me for today. Again, just as a catch-up house cleaning item, probably gonna move this stream to Wednesday mornings. It'll be the same time, 7 a.m. to rough about 9 a.m. my time. So it'll be a short stream, but just so that we can have at least a little bit more content, I think. And additionally, I will later today, probably sometime later after work, I will add a poll in the Discord, so that we can decide: do you want to continue to see the bot, or do we want to start working on something else? Whatever that something else may be. And if the desire is something else, then we'll pull out for what that something else is. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Fuel. And again, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all in the next one. Stay curious and have a good one. Take care, everybody.